Good Shabbos, everyone. Here we are in Yerushalayim, and wishing you a wonderful Shabbos from our beautiful, expansive view of Yerushalayim behind us. I wonder how clearly you could see, but we could see the Temple Mount from here. You could see like the Dome of the Rock, the little gold in the center of our view. And this week's parsha talks about the Temple Mount, because as Jacob is making his way out of the land of Israel, going to the land of Haran, he makes a rest stop here at Har HaMoriah, the Temple Mount. And he lays down and he has a dream. And in his dream, he dreams of a ladder that's ascending from Har HaMoriah and going all the way through heaven. And in the dream, he visualizes angels that are coming up and down the ladder. And he wakes up from his dream, he moves on, and he goes to the land of Haran, where he eventually marries and has children and begins the Jewish nation.
Yeah, and just a thought on the ladder of Jacob, where it says one of the things that he did on the Temple Mount that night was that he prayed. He established the Mire of prayer, and he prayed on the Temple Mount. And in general, the sages connect this ladder to the idea of prayer. And one beautiful thing about prayer, there's a question that's asked about the story. Hindy said that the angels went up and down. But the basic question that seemingly angels come down from heaven and then they go back to heaven, but they don't start from the earth and go up and then come back down. So one of the answers given is that, like I said, that the ladder is very connected with the idea of prayer, and something about prayer that there's like when we pray, we're not seemingly it looks like we're trying to change God's mind. You know, God had a certain plan for us, and there's something happening to us, and when we need something, we're asking for God to change His mind and to give us what we're requesting. And that's something very odd. If God has what He wants, who are we to try to change His plans and what He thinks is best? But the answer is that when we pray, we're not changing God's mind. What we're really doing is changing ourselves. And then we're not the same people that God decreed whatever His decree was that should happen to us. So what we're really doing in prayer is changing ourselves. It's a time to reflect on the fact that everything we get is from God, and to be grateful. And it humbles us and makes us think, how we can better ourselves and change ourselves. And that's something that happens during prayer, that we are working on ourselves and making certain decisions how to be better in the future, certain resolutions. And that's represented in the dream with the angels going up first. First, we offer up, so to speak, our resolutions and the good changes that we're going to make in ourselves and that we do internally, and then it will actually play out. And that's what the angels are going up first, and then the blessings, the angels coming down, the blessings come down to us, all the good changes that God graciously gives us. And that's a lesson that when we pray, it seems like maybe like God just wants people to chant to Him, but really what it is, prayer is a time to come to shul, or even in our houses during this time, and it really ends up being a time of self-reflection and also working on ourselves and making good resolutions that God will be proud of and bring down all the blessings.
Wonderful. That's nice. This reminds me of a beautiful story. There were a group of university students that came to visit the Lubavitcher Rebbe, and they had many questions about God and Judaism and belief, and the Rebbe discussed all their questions with them. And as they were about to leave, one of the university students turns to the Rebbe and asks the Rebbe, "So, I have a question for you. Are we good Jews?" And the Rebbe smiled and he answered them. He said to them, "Remember the story of Jacob leaving the land of Israel, going to the land of Haran? He goes to Har HaMoriah. He falls asleep. He has a dream with the angels and the ladder." And the Rebbe said that in life, in every person's spiritual journey, it's like almost he has that same ladder of Jacob before him. And there are 613 rungs on this ladder that represent the 613 mitzvot. And throughout life, we try to ascend, and grow, and reach the top of the ladder. But the Rabbi said the goal isn't about reaching the top of the ladder, or who could reach it fastest. The Rabbi said that we might look at a Jew and see like, oh, he's a good Jew because he's on the 613th rung. But the Rabbi said that really, to be a good Jew means that even if you're on the third rung, or you're on the fourth rung, or the fifth rung, the main thing is about moving in an upward direction. And we know this in our lives, that moving upwards in life is the best way, the best direction. And the Rebbe said, this is what I know to be a good Jew. A Jew who is on any rung, but as long as he is facing upward and moving in working on himself, and every single day, like spreading goodness and doing good things, and yeah, moving up in an upward direction, basically. And so as we stand here right before Shabbos, looking at this very spot where the ladder came, such a great visualization.
In this sky.
Beautiful sky, exactly. The sun's going to set soon. So wish everyone a good Shabbos. And we have so much to be thankful for this week. But most importantly, just to be thankful for the gift of Shabbos. So wishing everyone a good Shabbos.
And I want to wish Hindy a happy birthday. Hindy's birthday is on Sunday, right after Shabbos.
Yes.
And I wish Hindy a very happy, growing, successful year.
Amen.
Together, and thank you for being such a wonderful partner and inspiration to me. And I just wish you a happy birthday.
Amen. Thank you. And I guess now is the time for me to wish everyone a birthday blessing. Everything that you need in your life to be answered for you should just be in a revealed good way. Just lots of revealed goodness all around. And thank you, and good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.